All right, what's up, everybody? Donald Trump has won the election. I will tell y'all what I think will happen in the market, along with some trades I'm taking, some trades that I've closed out, and then what I'm thinking about some of the positions I have that are falling. So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, a big trade that everyone's talked about is the small caps and mid caps. You can find ETFs on both of them. The Russell 2000 is mainly the one you should be looking at. Trump has focused on American companies and making them bigger and making them more profitable, which could be good for companies like that, like Ford, stuff like that. Also, this is from the Times. This is from Ryan Bourne. So this is what he wrote this morning. The most glaring concern of that uncertainty is trade policy. Trump's campaign proposed a staggering 60% minimum tariff on all Chinese goods and a global tariff of up to 20% on all other imports. Full implementation would severely disrupt global trade flows, but whether that occurs is anyone's guess. So everything that comes in, Trump wants to tax pretty much, which would keep people from wanting to send stuff in. And when they do, it's going to be more expensive. So like your General Mills, your Dollar Trees, your Nestle's, all the companies that I've talked about, like the smaller like dividend plays, they're all scared right now because everything they're getting could be taxed up to 20 to 60% depending on where it comes in. So that is a problem with those companies. And also Dollar Tree, the CEO just stepped down. That's why the company dropped so much along with Trump winning. So it's kind of a political drop. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll tell y'all more about that in a sec. And let's get into the plays. Here we go. All right, so the first company I want to talk about is Nestle. This is one of the ones I talk about a lot, and I really do believe in them. But right now with the tariff situation, we'll see what happens with the price. I am nibbling 1 to 3 shares here and there, maybe like $50 a week or something like that to average down, because these tariffs really could affect their prices. Something to think about with a company like this is also how much they own. They own Kit Kat, Smarties, Butterfingers. They own... Let me think what else. They own Gerber, the Nescafe, the Nespresso, what else? The San Pellegrino, the Nesquik. They own so many things that it's hard to count them out in the long run, but there will be volatility based on what Trump has been saying, which the tariffs that he's been talking about, they sound good to the American people from the outside in, but it would really affect a lot of the economy if they are set into place. I think what he's going to go in with a deal pretty much. He's going to be like, we're going to tariff unless something happens. So hopefully the tariffs don't actually hit and whatever they want to happen happens. But yeah, and something else to consider actually is this right here. Hold on. All right, so this is the price of wheat and this is the price of corn. You can see that it kind of peaked out together, the price of the company and the price of the two commodities. They obviously use these commodities to make almost everything they have, along with cocoa. Cocoa's through the roof, so it's really been hurting profits as well. But I see this as kind of a lagging indicator. So now that, let's see, I want to say both of these are roughly 50% down from their all-time highs, which could mean that their cost of goods will go down a good bit because their corn and wheat they have to buy to make products has gone down, which in turn makes the profit margins better. So we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. I don't know if I pronounce that, but yeah, that's a theory I have. I have the same theory with a few other ones like General Mills and these type of companies. And I still think that people are high on the Trump win. They think the economy is great, or they're happy about the Trump win. The market wanted it clearly, as you can see today, but the economy is still in trouble. I do still see a downturn, and I think companies like these will benefit from it in the next year or two. So, yeah, that sums up Nestle. All right, and the next one is Dollar Tree. So the CEO stepped down. It wasn't a nasty step down where he was like you saw the SMCI, the semiconductor, where I believe the accountant or the auditor stepped down for unknown reasons. He was just an older gentleman, so he stepped down for old age reasons. They haven't picked a CEO yet. But yeah, so this was more of a kind of a political or a news drop, I guess you'd call it, not really a technical drop, because the technical is technically lined up. So we'll see what it does. It's still at this resistance level. I will not be selling the trade. To be honest with you, I believe in the company. Everyone's scared of the tariffs and all this stuff. I don't think that stuff is going to end up happening. I think Trump and whatever countries that are with the tariffs are going to come to a deal. But this is just at crazy levels. 2013, it was peaked out. It bounced off in 2015. This was the COVID low, and then now we're back here. I believe this is a good buying opportunity. The trade might turn into more of like a long-term hold, just because it might take a while with all the scared news, but we'll see what happens. I might nibble again, but I already do own enough that I don't want to over leverage in Dollar Tree. But yeah, so I'll keep you updated on the next CEO, and we'll see what happens with that company. All right, now to update y'all on the Zoom trade. The Zoom trade hit perfectly. This was one of the better trades I've honestly ever made because I had a plan. I stuck to it. This is another reason why I made the YouTube. I wanted to hold myself accountable. I didn't want to get freaked out. If I wasn't making this video and other people weren't seeing this, I would have got scared and exited. It would have been in profit, but I'll show you all the profit in a sec. I would have been out of here right here. But I stuck to the plan because it's something that I try to practice what I preach. So it ended up hitting pretty well. I'm going to show a screenshot of what I made. But it was an insane win. Thank you for anyone that was following, and congrats if you actually bought it. But that one is over. I still have the shares because, like I said, I figured the company was due for a good bounce, and we might bounce up and down over the next few weeks, months, whatever. But I believe in the company in the long term. I still have wheat and corn down here, but I still believe in the company. So yeah, that was a great trade, and we're gonna keep looking for the next ones. All right, another trade that we took on Friday was Pfizer. This one played out really well. So y'all know I had 3 puts. Let me see. I only have one left. So I have one left. It's up 20%. The stop loss is now at $1 or 100. So no matter what, I'll leave in profit. The first 2 were sold at $20 profit a piece. So the trade altogether, if this goes back down to my stop loss, I would have made $45 on the trade, which would be about a 15-20% gain because this was about $300 put in. But yeah, so Pfizer, that's also another piece of advice I'd give you. If you can afford more than one contract and they're far out, and you can, like, if you're up 30% and you can trim your position to lock in profit and you can pretty much play this for free, that is the best way to do it. So no matter what, I made $45 on the Pfizer puts. And then now Riot, I haven't really talked about. But Bitcoin obviously pumped. Try to just take a second. If you weren't in Bitcoin, back down here, this chart looks crazy. But if you weren't in Bitcoin, back down here, don't hop in it right here. I know everyone, I'm not going to say you're late to the party, but maybe you get lucky and it comes back down. But you also have to really think to yourself and think about your personality. Why weren't you buying here? You know what I mean? Why was Bitcoin so scary right here, but now you want to buy it here when it's up 25, what is this, 50%? Almost 50%, you know what I mean? So that's something you have to figure out with yourself. I personally bought down here. I sold at 60, I believe, or maybe 68. And then I bought again at 60. So I was in the red, and that's another thing. I didn't buy much down here. I was scared too. But I'm not going to buy more right here now that it's up, you know what I mean? So just take a step back, wait on a pullback. Maybe there is one. I think there will be. I don't think it's just straight to 100K from here. But this is Riot. Look, it's up 24%. That's insane. Riot, I'm hoping that it hits $20 by the end of the year, and I will be out of those calls. Those are at $2 a pop. So maybe they go up to 20, and then maybe this hits between $600 to maybe $1,000 per contract. So if you wanted to gamble a small amount of money on options for the miners, it could be Riot, it could be Mara. Let me see, where's Mara? Mara's up. I mean, Mara's doing the same thing. That could be a gamble you could take, but again, I would not suggest it. The whole basis of my channel and what I would teach you, and the few years I've been doing this, I've only been doing this about 6 years now, but when you're buying high, everyone talks about buy low, sell high, and then they buy high. It's the craziest thing because it's just how we think. But I would just wait. There's always something that's going to be better. It doesn't feel good, like the Dollar Tree trade, or not probably investment. I'm probably just going to keep it. But this Dollar Tree trade, it doesn't feel good right now. But that's how investing not should be, but that's how good investors are. That when people were buying it right here, they felt fine. They're like, oh, Dollar Tree's going up. But now there's so much margin of safety right now that it's like, it's just too good. It's too good to pass up. You know what I mean? So really think to yourself, why are you wanting to hop in certain trades, especially crypto right now, because it's about to pump, I believe. Why are you willing to hop in certain trades when they're up instead of when they're down? But when you figure that out, I guess you'll be the king of Wall Street. I'm still trying to figure it out to this day. But yeah, man, thank y'all for watching. Please like and sub, and I will keep y'all updated on the next trades.